So, New York State has passed a new law, and it's going to affect a lot of business owners. This is predominant in the restaurant industry, but there are a lot of auto repair shops that are currently using what's called surcharging or cash discount. If you're not familiar with what cash discount is or surcharging, then you're probably not doing it. But there's been a lot of credit card companies that are going around and selling a new type of credit card processing to shop owners, telling them that, hey, you can save the fees on any purchases that your customer makes with their credit card. So, what they've been doing is charging the customer the credit card fees in addition to the original price. And the credit card processing machines are actually designed to charge that fee on top of the customer's price. So, as of February 11th, the new law that's passed, that is absolutely illegal. Those credit card processors cannot charge a customer the additional fee. In other words, if you're going to quote the customer a price, you have to include that surcharge fee. And you also can't just run it through your credit card processor and provide the customer a receipt. You have to make sure that the credit card processor is not charging a surcharge. And typically, when they charge a surcharge, it shows up on the bottom of the receipt. So, I'm going to go through a couple of different things, some ideas that I originally had that it turns out was absolutely wrong. And then I'm going to get into how you can learn how to actually do this the legal way and how to recoup your costs for the credit card processing and increase the way that you do business from a profitability standpoint. So, as you can see here on the screen, Governor Hochul announces new law to clarify disclosure of credit card surcharges, and it goes into effect as of February 11th, and this is of 2024. So notice the article was written in February 6th of 2024. So not a whole lot of time that they gave you to make that change. However, this concept actually existed for a long, long time. So what I mean by that is it wasn't passed into law, but originally, it was signed in December of 2023. The article was posted in February 6th. And you'll notice that on other sites here, so this concept originally started in December 8th of 2020. So if you find any material on the New York State website for December 8th of 2020, please note that some of the information in here may be outdated. Your most up-to-date information is going to be in the other article that explains the new law that was passed, which is called General Business Law 518 for New York State. So, after kind of researching quite a few, things that were out there, when you actually read what's available on the New York State website, it's not clear. It just says what you can't do, but it doesn't specify details as to why you can't do it or how you should do it. So I actually found on the Erie County business website a really nice guide that they put together. It kind of simplifies the facts to where things that you cannot do. And in other words, if you're charging a separate line, a convenience fee, a service fee, an administrative fee, any of these additional fees is actually a no-no. So you can get fined for up to $500 for the violation if you're caught doing it on any customers' invoices, receipts, or whatever it might be. So this is the part that didn't originally make sense when I was kind of brainstorming with another shop owner, right? So we do business consulting, shop management for auto repair shops. And I was at one of my clients' facilities and we were brainstorming to see that, hey, how do we overcome this issue, right? This new law. And after talking about it back and forth, we came up with the solution to say, hey, let's, just roll that into your shop supplies, right? So, it was a great idea. Obviously, rolling that into your shop supplies is going to give you that additional margin that's going to cover your percentages for the credit card processing. However, at that time, I didn't read this Erie County report, and I also did not watch the video. And on the New York State website, there is a guidance sheet examples of what not to do and this video. So I read the guidance sheet, I read the examples of the violation, but I didn't watch the video. But when you watch the video, it actually gives you some more information that's related to what I found on that Erie County site. And I'm going to add all of these things in a course that'll be available to you for absolutely free for you to be able to just access all of the resources in one place. And that's going to be found in the video description below. But going through the rest of, general information here, when you look at this guidance sheet, right, it has a breakout of how you should advertise your pricing, but the way they break it out doesn't make sense for auto repair. And I'm just going to flip to the next screen where you're going to be able to see the actual press release. So the press release that was pretty much sent out, this is going to be the official documentation as to that law, and it explains what you can and cannot do. Now, remember, General Business Law 518 is effective after February 11th. So if you're reading this right now, it is not legal to go ahead and charge those additional fees. So, as mentioned, this is the document that they provided. So in auto repair, we don't have an advertised price. We don't, typically post every single job's pricing on the wall. We post our labor rate, and we post menu priced items such as oil change, tire rotation, fluid exchanges, anything that we know we can put a menu price on. But because we don't post those prices, then this section here, this legal section, doesn't really apply to us because we can't, for everything, we cannot post both a credit and a cash price. The other thing is, so $29.99, list the higher credit card price and advertise a discount for cash purchases. So in other words, we can advertise that there is a discount for cash purchases, but we cannot advertise that there's a upcharge for your credit card processing. In other words, all of the signs that are up at store facilities right now, the majority of shops, they have a sign that is illegal. It says prices pretty much do not include the credit card fees, and there's an additional fee for the credit card for a credit card use, right? So, and then the other sign on here that you can put up, or the other way you can do business, is use the same price for both cash and credit card purchases. Now, I actually agree with this last statement. However, I will still show you how to do the cash discount after the fact, after pricing your items or anything that you sell to a customer with the additional markup or a way to recoup your costs for the percentage that the credit card companies are charging. So the other document that they provide is going to be kind of an explanation as to what you can't do. So you can't add in a 3% credit card convenience fee. You cannot offer a non-cash adjustment. In other words, charge the customer extra for not paying cash. You cannot post a sign that says pay with cash and save. In other words, there's a cash discount. And you can't add in a sale price stating that there's a 3% surcharge for credit. So essentially, that didn't include the fact to state, hey, shop supplies, automotive repair shop supplies, we're charging for expenses already. Why can't we just roll that in? But as mentioned, if you watch that video that's going to be available both on that New York State website and in the video series that I created for you down in the link below, you'll be able to understand that we cannot do that. So what's the right way to do it? I mean, essentially, we already know what not to do in the auto repair shop environment based on that explanation. But what can we do? And can you roll the fee into the shop supplies? The answer is no. So if you want to find out how to do it, the best way to do it, the best way to recoup any losses for your expenses on credit card processing fee, once again, remember, check out that video in the description box below. And you'll get your full guide as to what you can do to increase your business's profits and not have to worry about this at all.